Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel. 2021 has got to be better than 2020. I can't imagine many ways that it could be worse. So we are kicking things off with some neutral soft glam. This is a really fun look that you can use really anytime and pair with any lip. So it's super versatile. So let's just get right into it. We're using the Morphe 352 Second Nature palette for this eye look. And of course, we've already got one eye done and we're gonna work on the second eye. We're starting with the shade In the Zone and a big fluffy eyeshadow brush. And we're gonna use this to just give a little wash of color all over the eye. So I'm just tapping it on lightly, and as you can see, the color is there, but it's not intensely concentrated, and that's what we want. This is just going to be sort of a background color. We're going to go in with a more dense eyeshadow brush and use the shade Risky, and it's slightly lighter than In the Zone, which is what we started with. And we're just going to put this all over the lid. I'm also applying it just above my natural crease, because my eye is a bit hooded, so I like to go just above my natural crease so that you can still see the color. And we're really going to pack this on so we get a nice amount of coverage all over the lid. We're going in with a smaller fluffy crease brush, and we're going to use we're going to use the shade Chestnut and start defining the crease. So I'm applying it basically just above where our lid color ended, so just above my natural crease. And I also, like you can see on this side, we've got the wing shape, so I'm bringing it to the end here just to make sure that we've got color going all the way over. And once you've got the color to where you like it, clean off your brush and then go ahead and just blend it out towards the brow bone, just so that you don't have any harsh lines there. And I'm also blending it inner towards that inward. I'm also blending it inward towards that inner corner area of the eye, but just really smoothing it all out. And we're also going to take Chestnut a little bit onto the lid. So about a quarter of the way, I'd say maybe 3/4 of the way in. No, not 3/4. I was right. About a quarter to a half of the way in, just to get some of that color on the outer portion of the lid. Using a pointed eyeshadow brush, we're going to go in with the shade Rich, which is kind of like a rich brown, and we're going to focus that right on the natural crease. And we're just darkening that crease. And we're also going to apply it on the very outer edge of the lid. And you're not going to notice a huge difference when you apply this, but it's basically just giving that crease a little more definition. So it's not going to be like a huge change. But you know, just adding a little bit of depth. Going in with a really densely packed eyeshadow brush, we are going to grab Muddy, which is a very dark brown shade, and we're just going to tap that on to the outer corner of the lid and the very outer corner of the crease. And once you've got it on, clean off your brush and go ahead and blend it inwards towards the inner corner. Going in with a really big blender, we're going to grab Orb. It's a light tan, and we're going to focus that under the brow bone. So it's a slight highlight, but we're also just making sure that this is blended out. And I'm also going into the shadows just below the brow bone, just to buff them and soften them out a little bit. Now we're gonna add some of the shimmer. So I'm using a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna grab the shade Amber. It's like a sparkly golden orangish shade, and we're gonna focus that on the inner portion of the lid. So I'm really packing the color on the brush, and then I'm just going to press so I can kind of feel where my eyeball socket is. And you can see how there's a line there now. And that's where I'm going to focus the rest as I pack it onto the lid. And I'm tapping and sort of dragging a bit too, just to make sure I'm getting the color where I want it. Now I've cleaned off my brush and I'm just going to blend out the edges a little bit and buff it into the crease so there's not a harsh line there. And we're going to use Zodiac on the outer half of the lid. So I'm going to pick up some of that. And Zodiac is going to go on the outer portion of the lid and like sort of in the middle. It's going to kind of bridge the gap with the shimmer and the matte on the lid. Now we're going to use the black shade, which is Wiz, and an eyeliner brush to do our winged liner. So I'm going to start in the corner and we are just going to kind of follow the natural line to the outer edge and then create the line on top to connect and then fill it in. It's as simple as that. And last but not least, I'm going to go in with a flat brush that has a little leftover concealer on it, and I'm just going to use that to clean up this line. I'm taking the brush and just pressing it along, and that's going to erase any extra eyeshadow that's down there and also sharpen that wing. I'm going to finish off this look with a little bit of mascara on my top and bottom lashes, and I'm using the Huda Beauty Easy Lash because I like it with a winged look, and this is kind of like a neutral soft glam, so it keeps it a little softer than a full lash. And this is the final look. Y'all know I cannot resist a nude lip, so I did keep things kind of neutral on the lip with a brown lip liner and a nudish lip balm. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I have a new video every single Tuesday and Friday, and hit that notification bell so that you can be the very first to know when there is a new video, and I will see y'all next time. Happy New Year!